most unique countries on the planet. These players put on some displays over the last year here in this stadium that these fans have never really seen before. Dominica have settled down from that goal. Again for them. It's all about that final third. Frederick trying to get in here. If they have anyone who has that quality, put in that final chance, or they'll create opportunities. Juju Wade, 9 goals in his international career. Top the most likely. Originally played internationally for Montserrat. Finding out he was ineligible as locked down the starting center forward role for Dominica. Hasselbank. Hasselbank playing in Scotland, as well as in Holland and now in Israel. First Ironi Kiryat Shimona, and now Hapoel Beersheva. Beersheva, champions the last few years and competing in the Champions League. Erskine Williams is down behind the play. Just 24 years old, getting the start here today. His debut just a year ago for St. Lucia. He's starting to get comfortable at the international level. Still plenty of work left to do for him. Feel the rhythm and the excitement in the crowd. Work now left to do for that man, Rajesh Alachu. As Convalhas gets the shot away, and it looked like Prince may have been beaten there. He was able to get down, get enough of a touch to it. Alachu, 35-year-old Soca warrior himself, women's national team coach in Trinidad and Tobago. See the soccer he wants his team to play. The question is if there's a final product at any point for them. Fun to watch them compete and figure it out over the last few months. So it'll be Brielle Thomas over this one. Young central midfielder, currently controlling the center of the park for W Connection in Trinidad. It's him, Aya Royer over this one. Everyone back to defend for Suriname. Royer lays it off. Thomas with the shot. It's blocked by the first man, and it'll roll out as Hasselbank is there to clean it up. Long throw coming here from Chad Bertrand. Into the 18. Headed away by Torja Lori. Williams there can't win the second header, and Joseph does enough to keep his side safe. Big switch to the danger man from Velias, and he can't bring it down. And immediately, Lachu trying to get the ball back in play for his team. Decided to start Sidney Lockhart at left back, who's naturally more of a winger and forward. So he wanted the attacking verb in his team. His team already rooted down to last place in the group, but they're trying to show what they're capable of to the region and to their own fans. Now Gervier comes away with it. Thomas uses his body well. Outside of the foot cross here for Frederick. Just a little too long for Anthony Frederick. You see the quality there from Brielle Thomas. He's a special player. Works around how often he can give you his top performance. The game gets into his tempo. He's able to dictate and get the ball to his feet. He's a joy to watch. T and Tara Lori gonna have to balance this game. An early goal doesn't mean they can go to sleep, and you know their attacking options are gonna push high up the field, try and create chances. Might fall to the center backs to recover in transition. Jean not able to get to that one before Joseph. Chip ball there from Frederick. Lockhart somehow comes away with it, but turns it over in a dangerous spot. Hasselbank on the recovery. Jean now back to Hasselbank. Hasselbank closed down, has it knocked away. Still alive for Vlieter. Puts his shot over the crossbar as the Dominica players crowd the referee. There are a few players in this federation who know what to do and do it quicker inside the 18 than Gleofilo Vitor. He is a pure, natural goal scorer. Saw it in the game here against Nicaragua. The first goal. They hadn't had a half chance yet. It was a deflected ball that fell into his path, and it was in the back of the net before you could blink. He did it to this Dominica side in the 90th minute. In the first game as well, popping up on the far post. Didn't need to be asked twice to put it in the back of the net. The goal scorer goes down under the pressure there from Brielle Thomas, and Thomas frustrated. Something for Sherwin Johnson to take care of. A dangerous free kick coming here. Looks like it'll be the center back, Nipti, to take this one. Nipti for Leo Victor, Giants in Suriname Club Soccer. Hits it low, trying to go for that near post. It was blocked by Bertrand. Excuse me, it was Brielle Thomas with the block. Read that play, stepped behind his wall. He made the block. Creating a space out wide here for Vijijan. Gravity. Bento Valius take on that right wing. Allows fullback as well as central midfielders to find space around him. whistle will go in favor of Dominica this time. Against Dimitri Apai, his 15th minute goal, the header looping over Glenson Prince. The lone difference right now in this one is the home side have their crowd dancing. They are expecting Friday night to party for their side. Currently 4 points behind first place St. Vincent and the Grenadines with this game in hand. To the path of Fleeter. You can see the frustration from Hasselbank. He's had 2 or 3 opportunities where he's sitting in a pocket underneath the center backs, where Thomas and Bertrand and Gervier have vacated. You get a ball there, an opportunity to test the goalkeeper for sure. Wade finally gets a touch. Looks for the return pass here, an opportunity coming for Dominica, and they just could not find that final pass. There was Travis Joseph off the wing trying to create for his side. Tried to slide that one into the path of Frederick. Would have been the best look of the game for this Dominica side. There'll be a lot to discuss at halftime. This team has to figure out mentally how they're going to handle this game. Want to push forward and stretch the lead, but you don't want to be silly in giving opportunities to a Dominica side that has struggled to create that final chance. Space here to run now for Apai. For the feet of Hasselbank, trying to return it to Apai. And Erskine Williams using every inch of that large frame to get in between that return pass. Gino Edard. Close down there. Now Gervier. Switch of the field. Battle, using his strength and quality. He's able to sneak one through Lockhart, and it's saved. What a golden opportunity for Sidney Lockhart. Joseph was able to get the pass wide this time, and just too long for Lockhart to set up and take the shot. And by then, Kohinoor had closed down the space. Danger warning sign for the home side as Hasselbank now into the path of Missy John. Missy John goes down, the whistle blows, and he points to the spot. Sherwin Johnson, our head official, has given a penalty kick and a chance for the home team to double their lead. Heartbreaking minute of soccer for Sidney Lockhart. He has his opportunity saved on one end. That could have been the equalizing goal. And he gets called for, you have to say, a soft penalty kick on the other side. It's definitely contact. Is it enough to go down? Enough to make the call unsure. Sherwin Johnson now calls for medical support for Ivan Nildo. Missy John took that foul. It was fullback against fullback going up and down the wing. 26-year-old here in his third Nations League start. Down and drew the foul. Bertrand coming over to complain to a couple of the Suriname players. Rajesh Lacho has a lot to talk about with his team, and it has been almost to the script of what this Nations League campaign has been for Dominica. They've played well. They've controlled midfield. They've done everything right between the two 18s. But in the final third, offensively and defensively, the mental mistakes, the lack of discipline has opened this game up and given Suriname an opportunity now to make it 2-0. And who else? Teofilo Vlieter. He's already sitting on 8 goals in Nations League play. Can he make it 9 here? Vlieter to take, saved by Prince, and he recovers. It was a moment Dominica needed, and their captain, Glenton Prince, comes up with it. He guesses to the right. He drags his feet, Jersey Dudek style, and makes the save down the middle off the foot of Vlieter. Looking for his 9th goal in just 5 games. And Vlieter denied, and is that the shot in the arm that this Dominica side needed? They've caught a break. Can they make some of their own luck here? It'll be a long throw from Chad Bertrand. Bertrand's toss inside the 6. Riel Thomas can't win that first header. Knocked away by Torjalor. And then Joseph will drag down Hasselbank. Vlieter in the open field. Fans not deterred by that miss by Vlieter, playing over in Georgia with Torpedo Kudasai. Would have been a dream first half for Suriname here. Give and go between the two rangy midfielders. Tries to slip it through for Frederick. Missy John's the first one there. And then Riel Thomas comes over and erases that pass up the line. Dominica, they have a curveball that they can throw at this team in the second half. Got Javid George sitting on the bench. Come on as an attacking option if they need it. Got Aldel LaVille as well. Trying to find the formula here. Get this team to the next level. Suriname, they have to be pretty happy with the way this game's played out. Got the early goal. They've created danger. Haven't possessed much so far in this game as Vlieter beats Prince to that one. Knocked away. Awkward moment there as Joseph did all he could. And you can see Teofilo Vlieter. The man has one thought on his mind, and that is to score goals. Reminiscent of some of the great players that have come out of Suriname all time, including the uncle of his teammate Nigel Hasselbank, who have been some of the great goal scorers in world history. And Vlieter, frustration after missing the penalty kick. You see there, you love the composure, the confidence in the midfield in Bertrand. Almost too casual in that defensive third. That has caused some of the problems for Dominica all Nations League. A few opening moments of this first half. Frederick with the interception. Drops it back for Jervier. The big switch from Bertrand. Too long. Not saved by Joseph. Travis Joseph. His 20th appearance, but first in Nations League group stage play. Scored a goal in qualifying against the Bahamas in one of his 3 Nations League qualifying appearances. Juan Jabote, attacker. It looked like he had set up Sidney Lockhart for the game-tying goal just 10 minutes ago. Lockhart too slow in his setup, allowed Kohinoor to close down the angle and make the save. Lockhart called for the penalty kick back the other way just about 30 seconds later. But the save by Glenson Prince has kept Dominica in this one. An early goal for the home side through Dimitri Apai, his first of his international career. It was a 15th minute opener. The penalty kick save on Gliofilio Vlieter has kept Dominica alive. And we've got more action coming up for you. It's League B Group D play. A lot more to be decided in the penultimate match of the group stage. We've got your first half highlights and second half action coming up here in just a moment. League B Group D Concacaf Nations League action, the final international window, the inaugural Nations League. It's Dominica versus Suriname. These two sides played in the first group stage match, a late 2-1 win at Dominica for Suriname. Suriname coming on the field about an hour after St. Vincent and the Grenadines sealed their victory. So Suriname now 4 points out of first place. And they know they need the win here today. And this man has helped lead the way, Nigel Hasselbank, in his first ever international appearance at 28 years old. The nephew of legendary striker Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. And he has been a difference maker. But it was another newcomer in Dimitri Apai, his first career international goal here in the 15th minute to give his side the lead. Mental mistake from this Dominica defense, heading it back across their own box. And you can see the reaction from the captain, Glenson Prince, as there was nothing he could do about it once that ball came across the 18 for a second time. And it was a perfect header from Apai to loop it over the goalkeeper. Who else but Invenzo Cavalias continued to create a threat down the wing. But Dominica started to get their feet settled. They started to get comfortable in this game, and then it looked like it would be a nightmare early on as they gave up this penalty kick by Sidney Lockhart just a few seconds after he had an opportunity to equalize the other way, but the captain, Glenson Prince, stands on his head. He denies Gleofilio Vlieter, and he's able to keep this at a 1-goal difference heading into the second half. It was a fun first half between these two teams. And for Dominica, you know, coming in, they always want to have a bulk of the possession, even on the road. If you take a look at the shots on target, everything works between the 18s for this side, but they haven't found that quality in the final third. They're one shot on target from Sidney Lockhart, and he was not clean enough to get the finish. We've got some good second half action coming up for you in a must-win for Suriname in just a moment. A huge game for Suriname in the final standings for the inaugural Concacaf Nations League. There's so much left to be decided, not just in League B, Group D, but across the leagues with the United States, Mexico, and Honduras still to play over the course of the weekend. Let's take a look at what's on tap. Suriname hosting Dominica in the final home game of the Concacaf Nations League for Suriname. And their fans have been on their feet, singing, dancing, drumming, and cheering for 45 minutes so far. Their team has given them a lead in the 15th minute with Dimitri Apai, and they are back out on the field in just a moment and ready to do it again in the second half for Dominica. Sitting on 0 points, rooted at the bottom of the group. They've not been outclassed at all. It's been little mistakes in big moments that have held them back. And they change that here in the next 45 minutes. Looks like we'll have our first substitution of the game. Suriname will bring on Ronaldo Campbell. Started in the last game at center back. Looks like he will return to his natural center back position to help defend that man. Claudio Kohinoor, who had to make a massive save to keep his side level. And that man, Clinton Prince, even losing 1-0, might be man of the match right now after his penalty kick save and all the work he's done. We are kicked off here for the second half, the penultimate match, the inaugural Concacaf Nations League, the final home game for Suriname in their all-white kits, going right to left on your monitor, and Dominica, the away side. Green kits, black shorts, yellow pipe. You're gonna come back here in this second half and try and make a difference. Edward can't find a teammate, but it's turned back over. Malvius gonna work out of some tight space there. Something so refreshing and entertaining about this Suriname team, how old school winger Kamalvius is down that right side, and classic number 9, Cleofilio Vlieter up top. Of course, you've got your big number 10 now, and Nigel Hasselbank holding down the middle. Substitute there in Kemble. Surprised to see Kemble replaced in the starting lineup by Jonah Loy. Loy, young, domestic player, getting his feet at the international level. Mistakes in the first half. Kemble to return to his center back spot. Playing for SV Transvaal, big clubs in Suriname, just 22 years old. Big year for in his career, making his international debut and solidifying now, it seems like, the starting role. One substitution used by Suriname. You'd expect to see Donaghy Fur at some point in this game off their bench as well. On the flip side for Dominica, I've got Javid George and Otto Laville, two dangerous attackers. George, for the most part, a starter in this team on the bench. You'd expect Rajesh Lachu to go to at some point. Cross floated in, punched away. Kohinoor not taking any risks. And now Vlieter looks to keep it alive for his side. Beautiful footwork from the goal-scoring young phenom. Hasselbank now sprays it wide. The flag goes up. Kamalvius had snuck into an offside position when Hasselbank slid that one wide for him. In the end, well handled by the Dominica backline in transition to recover and keep their line. Darson plays it wide as Lion lives the night in the jungle. Big switch here from Suriname. Intercepted by Lockhart. Lockhart turns it over. And a slide tackle there. It had to be won by Bertrand. Dangerously close there to a foul. And the long strike off into the night here. Vlieter flying forward. Hasselbank with an opportunity. Can't turn on the shot, gets the pass. and it hits the crossbar, and Hasselbank's hit in the face on the clearance. What an attack from the home team. It was Cleofilio Vlieter creating the opening this time. Thought Nigel Hasselbank would hit it first time, he didn't. Pushed it wide to a pie. And somehow Dominica still only down by 1 goal here on the road. Pie has a goal already. It's the acrobatic clearance from Royer, which has him down injured, and it's dangerous for Hasselbank. But Pie had the goalkeeper beat and the defender on the line beat, and just could not sneak it under the crossbar. We saw Nicaragua in the other Group D matchup hit the crossbar and the post in their 1-0 loss earlier this afternoon to the Vinci Heat. And now the post coming up with another man of the match performance here. About over the last 3 months. Scored 6 goals at home. Somehow 0 against St. Vincent and the Grenadines in their last game. They seem to be back to their freewheeling attacking ways here this game against Dominica. They've been rescued twice now, once by their goalkeeper and once by the crossbar. Big switch here. Frederick's shot. It's cleared away. Long strike, another clearance, this one off Kemble. That ball sitting up in the night sky, letting Frederick line it up. I don't even think this strike was on frame if it had gone all the way through. Erskine Williams plays that ball to no one across the field. Got a huge night of soccer still coming up for you in Concacaf. The United States and Canada about to face off. Mexico and Panama as well in League A action. This a massive moment in League B because either St. Vincent and the Grenadines or Suriname are going to be playing in League A next Nations League against the likes of Canada, United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras as well. The question is, who is going to earn that right? Right now, Suriname still in the running. If they win this game, They'll be 1 point behind St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but they will have the harder task. They have to go on the road at Nicaragua in Managua and try and knock off Los Pinoleros, while St. Vincent and the Grenadines will travel to Dominica for the final game. Nicaragua still has everything to play for, no matter how this result goes. An opportunity to get second place in a spot in the Gold Cup playoff coming up. Darson steps over this one. Put in on goal, taken by Prince off the foot of Nibte. Has to be happy with what he's seen here today from his side. They don't seem to be complacent. They seem to be growing. Of course, the addition of Hasselbank will swell their ranks here, but performance has been crisp so far. Outside of the one chance to that man, Anthony Frederick, here in this second half. Names in attack: Camalvius, Hasselbank, and Vlieter, that can threaten any team in the region. For Camalvius and Vlieter, 22 and 20 years old. So they are only going to get better. Hasselbank at 28 still has years left in his prime to play alongside those guys. An opportunity here for Frederick, and Wade has it knocked over. And you see the emotion there from Nibte. Somehow, his back line looked like they were ready to gift Dominica an equalizer. And Albert Nibte comes sliding in and clears away the shot. The substitute, Kemble, makes the mistake, and it looked like a tap-in for Wade. This header on goal. See the power there from Kohinoor, and he immediately punts it the other way for Camalvius, and it's too far for the winger. We asked the question in the first half, was their final third quality there for Dominica to turn their possession into opportunities? And they've had two huge looks in the second half. Frederick with a shot, and then Frederick setting up Wade. Another cross played in here. Kemble first to it. A little defending there from Sherwin Johnson, our Guyanese head official. Work there from Darson, just to slow things down a little for a moment. Now looking wide, but doesn't have a teammate there. Throw in the half. Dominica, who will be kicking themselves that they're still down in this game as Hasselbank lines up the shot, the deflection, and who else? Gleophilia Vlieter. Concacaf, take notice. This young man is coming, and he takes no prisoners. His 9th goal in 5 group stage matches in League B play. And Prince has done everything he could in this game. He probably should have done better on that one. But you don't blame the man for weltering under this firing line. He saved the penalty kick off the foot of Vlieter. Could not Do it again here in the second half, and Suriname has finally doubled their lead. Andre Kamperveen Stadium has seen good nights in Nations League play. Vlieter has it taken away at the last second by Joseph. And Dominica's created chances in the first and the second half. They could have 3 goals by now. They just have not been good enough. Small margins are why they're sitting on the bottom of the group. Hasselbank trying to push that along to Gleo Filter first time. Larson's been composed in midfield, surrounded by the trees of this Dominica central midfield. Hasselbank will go wide. Camelvius, his opportunity, and Prince makes the save. Looking for a second chance here. Dominica will get the foul called in their favor. Comvelius, his first big look of the game, and Prince makes the save. Prince down behind the play. The captain, he'll think about that second goal a lot. They're pushing that first save just a little too centrally, but cannot fault him for his performances in the group stage. He has done as much as he can. At here. We'll have to soldier through at least 30 more minutes for his side. Dominica, it has been an up and down group stage experience, currently sitting on 0 points. But they drew Suriname 0-0 in qualifying a year ago. They lost 2-1 on a 90th minute goal at home against Suriname. Now they trail 2-0. It feels like the gap might be widening between Dominica and some of the teams around them. We'll have to look internally to see why. Hasselbank, his shot was the play that created the second goal, and he's looked good. So has this man, Camalvius. He's already earned a penalty kick, and he won't get a second one here tonight. Excuse me, it was Missy John who earned the first penalty kick from that same wing. Camalvius continuing to be a threat. Joseph with the cross. Knocked on back towards his own goal from Kemble. You can see right now why Dean Gare was giving Jonah Loy a chance at center back. It has been shaky between him and Kemble at that spot. It'll be Frederick to take. Curls it in. It bounces over quite high head of Bertrand. Curl to the far post. Frederick heads it along. Joseph for Bertrand. Back into the center back's feet. Jervier to Joseph. There's a few center backs in the region who can play the way Joseph can. There's few teams who can play on the ball the way Dominica can. They don't have a Vlieter up top. There's just not enough goals and final quality across the team. Should have done better with his opportunity. He worked hard to create one for Wade. Once again, a good performance from him, but not enough. Javid George coming off the bench just moments ago with that shot. And now a second substitution for Suriname. And they will look to protect one of their attacking jewels in Invenzo Camalvius. So he comes off, and Gilberto Crony comes on. And a big opportunity there for Juju Wade right off the restart. Not able to take advantage. Gilberto Crony, also just 22 years old, getting his fourth run out of the Nations League. Had started his previous 3 appearances here in group stage play. Trying to work through the middle there. Looks like Javid George will come on at the right back spot, quote unquote. As a natural striker and winger, he will have license to get forward. And now both fullbacks for this Dominica side are natural forwards. They are trying to get everything into the attack that they can here over these final 20-plus minutes. If you're just joining us in Group D League B action, Suriname came into the day 1 point behind St. Vincent and the Grenadines, tied with Nicaragua for second place with 2 games to go, as Vlieter can't make either decision and ends up losing possession. It falls back for Suriname. Hasselbank turns, his shot, and it goes off the post and out. And it looked like Hasselbank has been destined for a goal more than once here in his inaugural international appearance. And once again, he is denied, almost by no one but himself, his few opportunities. Well, as I was saying, Suriname came in a point out of first, tied for second. Nicaragua fell at St. Vincent and the Grenadines earlier today, which means the Vinci Heat have a 4-point lead right now on Suriname. Suriname still tied with Nicaragua. If they can hang on here for the next 20 minutes, they'll move 1 point behind St. Vincent and the Grenadines and 3 points ahead of Nicaragua, with a trip to Managua coming up on the final match day on Monday. is going to be the game to watch on Monday night. Hasselbank there, and he'll get called for the foul right in front of Sherwin Johnson. And the yellow card coming, the first of his international career for Nigel Hasselbank. Hasselbank. Didn't see a whole lot on it, but Johnson saw Bertrand go down in a heap. Made the call. Opportunity goes missing. That time for Brielle Thomas. Foul will go here against Jervier, who's frustrated. Every Dominica player should be. No moment in this group stage where you've said they didn't belong. Not be a night to remember for them. For Suriname now in 3 games at home, they've scored 9 goals. And they are looking to keep their second shutout. They were a quick restart and a Cornelius Stewart finish away from going undefeated at home and having all 3 games be a shutout. And that goal from Stewart could be the deciding factor at the top of Group D. Ophelia Vlieter, 2 goals. It's a penalty kick save from Glenson Prince away from a hat trick. George. Normally a forward playing at right back, trying to bring a little bit more attack to this team. And the long throw coming here from Bertrand. Chad Bertrand. Oh, it'll be a free kick now instead. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitute for Suriname. Suriname's about to make their final substitution before we can get to this free kick. It'll be Mikel Darson tonight who's done. It'll be Abraham Graves to come on. Just 20 years old. Abraham Graves making his 4th international appearance. A big moment to do it in front of his home fans. What looks like will be a coronation for the rest of the night. A team that has earned everything they've gotten here. Bertrand tries to scoop that one over. Opportunity there for Wade. And the offside flag went up and it was still cleared off the line. So even if it doesn't count, Dominica just cannot catch a break. Vlieter now trying to play provider. He almost set up a goal in the dying minutes of the first half. Our head official, Sherwin Johnson, had the big call in the first half, the penalty kick. Guyanese center referee, assistant referees from Antigua and Kevin Peters, and E-Roots Appleton. And our fourth official, also Guyanese, and Gladwin Johnson. Long shot there from Wade. And Wade, he's had two big opportunities. The former Montserrat international, now representing Dominica, that he has not been able to put away. A couple huge saves in this one for the captain Kohinoor. Cannot be forgotten. It's not just about the victory with the goals, it's about the shutout as well for this team. Bench at halftime. Hemble has had some shaky moments. He almost gifted a goal to Dominica. He's also made some heroic saves and blocks as well. So now Suriname will look to just play this one out. Surprising, they've taken Kamalvius off, taken Mikael Darson off. Leiter and Hasselbeck will play it through. A little fancy footwork there from Amo Ferry. Trying to show off while he's got the opportunity. It looked like a handball there from Euclid Bertrand as he continues the battle. Dominica. This will be a tough one to swallow for Suriname. Goals do matter. The number one tiebreaker, if it gets to that point, will be goal differential. That would mean Suriname would lose to Nicaragua, be in a tiebreaker to get through to the playoffs for the Gold Cup. One that they would win handily, mainly down to that 6-0 victory over Nicaragua head-to-head. With St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there is a chance that Vinci Heat could lose to Dominica and that Suriname would draw at Nicaragua. That would leave them in a tie for first place in the group. Come down to goal differential as well, one that you'd expect Suriname would win handily. As of right now, they would win handily. They will move to +9 goal differential for the competition. So with the St. Vincent and the Grenadines loss, they would not be able to improve their goal differential. So for Suriname, got a few possibilities in front of them. The biggest one will be to win in hostile territory in Managua and hope that this Dominica side will find a way once again to pull themselves up off the mat. It'll fall on that man's shoulders to get the fight back in his team. Opportunity to head home. They didn't host Nicaragua in Dominica in their last game in Roseau at Windsor Park. They were forced to host that game at St. Kitts and Nevis. So now an opportunity to close out Nations League play in front of their home crowd in the upcoming game. Space to shoot there for Joseph, and he can't get around his shot. Suriname hasn't been the bright soccer history that they've deserved since their independence in 1975. Self-imposed law stating that anyone living in the Netherlands or competing ever for the Netherlands youth national teams, holding a Dutch passport, not eligible to represent their country. And so you look at the list of players who could have been available to them. Some wouldn't have chosen to play. Guys like Virgil van Dijk, Gigi Wijnaldum, Clarence Seedorf, Edgar Davids, Aaron Winter, some of the great players in Dutch history, but an estimated over 150 professional soccer players currently in Holland that are believed eligible for Suriname if Suriname were to change that law. And while they have not acquiesced to that, when it looked like they would around 2014, they have still started to grow their national team program. We've got more players playing in Europe than ever before, with Vlieter playing in Cyprus, Malvas playing in Slovakia. That one hits a hand, Hasselbank's shot, and it goes just wide. That man has done everything but score in this game. He won't be too upset with the victory, but he is a part of what looks like a bright future for Suriname. Player born in the Netherlands. And representing Suriname is not something you could have said just 2 years ago. Things starting to change under Dean Garay. Against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They will be fun to watch in the Gold Cup in 2021. In Nations League Group A play, the final substitution being made by Dominica. Donan Jervier coming off. In his place will be Otto Lavelle. So 3 attacking substitutions made by Dominica side. Hasselbank still looking for his goal. Saved again by Prince. Hits the crossbar and goes in for a pie. His second of the game. His second of his international career. And you see what it means to the people of Suriname. Hasselbank once again denied Another huge save by Prince. And there's really nothing he could do about that one. He has to save it where he can. And a pie. What a finish. Gets it down clean in front of him with the first touch. Wraps his foot around it. And blasts it in under the crossbars. Even Sherwin Johnson is enjoying this one for the home side. It has been a special night. Dominica is to hit one on frame. And now Suriname in their last 3 home games has 6 goals. And somehow were shut out by St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is one of the shows to watch in Concacaf right now. And as they get older, it's only going to get better. Once again, Hasselbank off and running. Leiter can't get the final touch there. This one pulled back. It went over the end line and out for a goal kick. Apai bookends Leiter's 2 goals. 15th minute goal from Dimitri Apai. 60th minute goal to double the lead. Leofilo Leiter. He followed that one up with a 74th minute goal. His 10th of the competition. And then Apai, his 2nd goal of the night, his 2nd goal of his international career. Close things out here at home. Another special night in group stage play. Dominica hit the crossbar again. And at some point, you have to just look to the heavens and know you're cursed as Prince comes off his line. 5 or 6 massive opportunities for Dominica to break through. Wade might get another one here. 1v1 with the keeper, flicks it by, it's cleared off the line and then recovered by Kohinoor. And you look at the face of Juju Wade and it tells you everything you need to know. It has not been Dominica's night. It has not been their year. No one can accuse them of lack of effort or lack of skill. Something has happened and it's put a lid on the goal for them. We are into stoppage time. Casual with his finish. You didn't want to see him set up Joseph, though. You want your goal scorer to take that chance. Hasselbank in no rush here to get this one restarted. Looks like Kohinoor is down behind the play. Threw his body in danger. Scramble on top of that 2nd opportunity before Wade could get that shot away. He's made some massive saves in the first half against Lockhart, here in the 2nd half to keep the shutout. The 2nd shutout of the competition. Only conceded 4 goals. And now what'll be 5 games. Suriname. They've done everything they can to try and erase that frustrating night here in Rainville. Just about a month ago against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 1-0 loss that said they didn't Lenson Prince. Now Suriname look to just bleed out the rest of the clock here. That time will now be added to stoppage time. Hasselbank looking to set up another one, and the header goes just wide. The fullback, Missy Jean, he earned the penalty kick that wasn't finished, looking to take advantage there. He couldn't direct that one on frame. Only a matter of seconds left here in this one. Suriname, another victory for the home side. They move to 3-1-1 in group stage action. They move into sole possession of second place in Group D of League B, one spot behind St. Vincent and the Grenadines with one match to play. That man, Cleophilio Vlieter, 2 goals tonight to make it 10 in the competition, bookended by the young man Dimitri Apai's first 2 international goals. It's a night to forget for Dominica, and a night to celebrate for Suriname. The drums are on and loud, and you see it there. Suriname, they had all the goal danger. 11 shots on target, 4 that hit the back of the net, not including a penalty kick saved. And for Suriname, their home debut in Nations League is finished. 3 home games, 10 goals scored by the home side, and now they head on the road for the last match in Nations League play. Monday night, everything left to be decided in Group D. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. It was a fun one. Have a good night.